A year ago, this woman, yes, that's right, the current Home Secretary, Yvette Cooper, proudly stood on her podium and announced to the world that the only deterrent to remove any incoming illegals, unvetted, that's everything from murderers, rapists, you name it, into Great Britain, well, had been removed. She'd torn up the Rwanda plan because she had a better plan. Smash the gangs, right? This is Yvette Cooper. Now, she's married to the TV host, and I use that term loosely, Ed Balls, another failed Labour MP. But he rakes in quite a bit of dosh, around about £650,000 a year, to present around about 3 days a week on Good Morning Britain, alongside Susanna Reid. Now, here's where this gets interesting, because as literally Great Britain is in a state of emergency, you wouldn't believe how clueless these people behind the scenes. Nice to see you. This is a serious topic. We'll still have a wave though. It's a serious topic, and I know it's one for many particular countries around the world. Daily invasions by the unvetted, and when you look at things like this, which you can see now on your screen, this is exactly what they get when they arrive. And what upsets me very much so is the fact that I know elderly people that can't get to see a doctor, a dentist, or a medical assistant because they don't have any spaces. You need to ring up at 8:30. The fact that you may have worked in this great country and paid into the NHS means nothing. This is all thanks to the current government. That's right, the Labour Party. Whichever way you want to dress it up, a year down the line, they've delivered nothing. This woman, Yvette Cooper, many people suggest, simply now needs to be removed. She's totally ineffectual, can't do the job. And here's where this gets even more interesting, because if you remember, around about Christmas time, she was out giving mince pies in the local constituency, but then was ripped apart simply because she got upset because people were attacking her. The woman is 100% clueless. She's married, as I say, to the TV host Ed Balls. And what's interesting about Ed is, of course, that he's been interviewing his wife, claiming he knows nothing about the background, even though allegedly they live together and surely must have those sort of conversations. Yvette, though, you see, very famously and very stupidly, some people might suggest, posed with this particular placard saying refugees welcome. They are, but just not in her house, clearly. But you see, it's what happens behind the scenes. Now, Yvette, as you know, decided to spend a fortune on her own portrait because she felt this would inspire her staff. Clearly, it's inspired them to let more people in. Clearly, too much to look at every single day. Also, her husband, Ed Balls, behind the scenes of Good Morning Britain, which is very, very lowly rated now, all thanks to his power, right? Well, here's where this gets interesting. He's been talking to staff and crew about their planned summer holiday. Now, given the state of emergency that we're in, how on earth is Yvette Cooper allowed to go anywhere on holiday as we are sinking, crumbling under this mess that she has 100% created? But of course, that's how clueless these people are. She's fine. She's got 24-hour security, a police officer with her all the time, a ministerial car. He has all the luxuries of course, a TV presenting gig. For now, ITV are cutting even further and further and further down. But as I said, what's interesting about this particular story is, behind the scenes, clearly Yvette's no plans, and at the height of the summer, she and the husband are planning to disappear on holiday. Meanwhile, you and I have to walk against the unvetted, the murderers, the rapists, because, well, she's clearly too busy to deal with it. Now, do get in touch, Yvette, if I've got anything wrong, please. Neil Sean, Kensington, London.